Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the WhatsApp Chatbot Building webinar powered by Ngati. I'm Rahul, a product evangelist at the Ngati Chatbot platform.
Hi, everyone. I'm Drishti, and I'm the Customer Success Engineer at Engati.
First of all, a very warm welcome to each and everyone for joining us today as we bring back the WhatsApp Chatbot Building webinar on popular demand.
Absolutely. The response to the last webinar was incredible, and we cannot thank you enough for making it so successful.
But a lot of you guys could not attend the last webinar. So we thought, why not give you guys what you're asking for and make it bigger and better this time?
Yeah, and this is why we have arranged a 2.0 especially for you guys. Also, we have somebody really special joining us, so stay tuned.
Yep. I think one thing we all can agree here is that business isn't the same anymore, right? Especially with the pandemic being around, there's a huge shift in everything from the way we think to the way we do business. I mean, it all seems to be scary and dark times ahead, but not if you adopt the right techniques and the right mindset.
That's absolutely correct, Rahul. Like, digital is the future. Be it marketing, sales, or just simply the way we live, digital transformation is of utmost importance, especially during these times that we are living in.
Now, you must be living under a rock if you're not familiar with digital marketing. But the main question here is, how do you stand out from the crowd, right? I mean, yeah, everybody knows how to use the right hashtags or post a comment like, hey, follow me. I uploaded a video pranking my friend with rats in his pants on social media images. But how do I make my business into a brand online?
Rahul, hold on. Like, really, you pranked your friend with a rat in his pants?
So it was just a rubber rat, okay?
Ew, gross. But yeah, I get your point. Like, the internet is really a vast ocean, and we already have one too many boats all over the place. And this is why you need unique tools like AI-powered chatbots and marketing automation to differentiate yourself from the others.
Correct. Now I exactly know what you guys are thinking. Oh, build an AI-powered chatbot. Who do these guys think I am? Tony Stark? Seriously, guys, trust me. I promise with Engati, even your little 10th grader can build a professional-grade WhatsApp chat.
Yes, you heard that right. With just simple drag and drop techniques, you can build yourself a professional WhatsApp chatbot that can take your business to the next level even during these unpredictable times. But before we tell you guys the secret of it all, allow us to give you a really quick introduction to Engati.
That's right. Engati is the world's leading open, no-code chatbot platform for automating your customer and employee processes. We let you build once and deploy across 14 plus channels. That includes WhatsApp, Messenger, Slack, Teams, and 10 others in less than 7 minutes. We've had 30,000 bots deployed across 186 countries and 150 plus bot templates for you to choose from.
Yeah, that's right. This is Engati. But Rahul, here's the same question that I have for you. That as a business, what do you think are the major problems people are facing today?
Wow, Drishti, that'll be a huge list. But off the top, what I remember is maybe like not able to reach out to a vast audience, maybe language barriers, receiving real-time customer data, being more accessible, and definitely response time.
Okay, 5 problems, one solution. Chatbots for real because you're worth it. But jokes apart, Engati can make your journey really worthwhile. So pointing out the problems that Rahul just mentioned, that reaching out to a vast audience simultaneously is a problem. But with the marketing features like broadcast and campaigns, you can target your audience at the right time with your promotional campaigns. Language barrier will not be a problem with the multilingual support that we provide with 50 plus languages all across the globe. So maybe you can communicate to almost everyone out there. Receiving real-time customer data is a really fair ask, and this is why we have the rich analytics dashboard that can give you data around interactions, questions, and also agent data if there are some. And also with CRM integrations and Google Sheets, what you can do is you can retrieve this data in real time. Being more accessible, what I think would mean that you want to be where your customers are. And Engati can help you achieve that because Engati can be deployed on all popular messaging platforms like WhatsApp, Slack, Telegram, Skype for Business, Facebook Messenger. So covers pretty much all. And response time will be the least problem that you will face with chatbots because they reply in like fraction of seconds.
Hey, that's wonderful. And I absolutely love the fact that the problem of response time is finally solved with these chatbots, right? Drishti, Prompt reply is very important. Beat any relationship, your customer or your girlfriend, and trust me, I've learned it the hard way.
I feel bad for you, Rahul. There, there. But what is the point of having a spaceship when you don't know how to fly one?
God, Drishti, is it necessary for a customer success engineer to always complicate everything? What does that even mean?
Yeah, well, what my point I'm trying to explain here is, what is the point of having such a high-end chatbot when you don't know how to use it effectively for a business? And this is why, to explain how ROI would work and how effectively you can use the chatbots, we have someone really special joining us today. So when she's not the chief apple juice retriever and the lead bedtime monster checker for her 6-year-olds and 4-year-olds, she is the chief digital operations for Atomic Revenue and also the co-founder and owners of that firm, revenue firm, which is based out of St. Louis, Missouri, smack dab in the center of the USA. Her primary driver is finding ROI on digital technologies, strategies, and tactics, and creating a path for digital transformation for better aligning companies internally and also with their customers. Bringing people together and making everyone profitable, you can't go wrong there.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than Steph Nissen. Steph is a national speaker on digital operations, focusing on data, analytics, and ROI, and has worked with everyone from big brands like Toyota and TJ Maxx to tech startups and small local businesses. She's been named one of the top 30 women in social media, a Wonder Woman of marketing by Synthesio, and listed as a top Twitter influencer in AI, social media, data and analytics, and more. To sum it up, Steph's a super nice, super nerd. Welcome to the show, Steph.
Hi, Steph. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. I love hearing you guys do that intro for me. It just makes it so much more fun, and I'm ready to get started. Thanks, Ngati, for having me on the webinar. I was very excited to be a part of this because, like you heard in the intro, ROI is something I am very passionate about. If it doesn't bring a return on investment, we shouldn't do that anymore. And chatbots and everything, while they've been around since actually the 1960s, the very first chatbot was built in 1966, which is amazing. We still think about chatbots as this like brand new technology, and everybody's kind of hesitant to start bringing them in. I mean, even in the B2B space, only like 1% of B2B companies even use them altogether. So more popular in B2C, of course, in e-commerce. Something that we, kind of block us from using chatbots is because it feels new, because it feels like, like Drishti was saying, like, I have to be a rocket scientist to know how to do this. Thankfully, companies now like Engati have created kind of drag and drop builders, which make it so much easier to use. So that's only one part of it being a good return on your investment. It has to be easy to use, it has to be easy to maintain. But then when we think about other costs, like if I'm going to employ this, if I'm going to invest in a tool like this, I have to know that it actually brings new revenue into my company. If it doesn't do that, don't do that anymore, right? So when we think about the traditional way that companies would kind of broadcast messages and try to reach their customers in new ways, we send out email blasts and we do social media ads, we send email newsletters, and then SMS, right? We could send text message marketing. But now mobile carriers have made that massively expensive. It's crazy expensive to be able to send messages like that. So that paved the way for sites like WhatsApp and everything to come into play, right? So WhatsApp is a free instant messaging platform, which now is the number one, I'm sure a lot of you know this, it's the number one social media and instant messaging platform in the world with over 2 billion users. WhatsApp announced that earlier this year. So 2 billion users. So if you have a global customer base and everything, WhatsApp should be a place that you are spending your time, because the ROI of that is exponential and the easiest place to obtain it. Right? So for me, I find that if we can talk about it in a way that's really easy to understand in terms of ROI, then, let's do that. Let's think about call centers. So we work with, at our company, we work with lots of companies who use call centers, right? So a call center with, let's say, 25 agents, and they can answer, maybe in 12 minutes, they can complete a customer interaction. They're working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. They're making $40,000, $50,000 a year, but you're experiencing at least a 10% growth every single year. So now I have more interactions, right? That those agents have to be able to handle. So we're doing so many of these interactions all day long. But one of the things that's happening to them is they're answering the same questions over and over and over again, right? So it's, what time are you open? And where are you located? And what does this cost? And do you have this available? Do you ship to my country? Where's my order? All these really basic questions they're getting that they're answering over and over and over again. So when we do that, one, it's tedious for the agent. So we think about their own, psychological well-being, their mental health, them loving their job and wanting to stay with you and everything, so we can reduce our customer churn, right? We have to find a way to make it easy for them and everything, and make them enjoy their job, so they're not being asked the same question 32 times a day, right? We don't want that. So enter chatbots that can now take on the role of some of these agents' more tedious questions. And not a single person loses their job, right? All 25 of your agents in your company keep their jobs. And that's the thing that kind of gets scary. People think that, if I now employ chatbots and automation, right, then that means my job goes away, or that I'm not going to hire as many people. All these things. And it's not. It's meant to reduce your employee churn, make them happier, and make your company more efficient. And so the ROI comes into, I don't have to hire as many people. I don't have to let anybody go and everything. I can keep my 25 that I already had. I can employ chatbots to take those frequently asked questions, those facts that come in all the time, make them happier, and then caring for the growth that I'm experiencing year over year, and then using a tool like Ngati, right? Which is really, like they showed earlier on, it's one of the cheapest options, but the most high quality on the market. So I'm going to wind up saving, $100,000 a year because I employed a tool that cost me less than $5,000, right? To employ for an entire year, instead of having to hire another person that cost me $40,000 or $50,000 for the entire year. So thank you guys in the chat. I appreciate all those comments. So I'm big on ROI, right? So if it is a financially sound decision and everything, then let's do that. And based on what I'm seeing with my own customers, based what I've explored here with Ngati, it makes perfect sense to start using chatbots. Keep your people happy, answer more questions, right? Answer more questions from your customers, increase the number of customer transactions you're allowed to do, bring in more revenue, right? And that's a sizable ROI that comes out of it. And like I said, we're all in business, to make money. So to act like we're not, it would be silly. So we're going to use chatbots to make that happen.
Thank you, Steph. That was amazing.
Yeah.
My pleasure. I get real fired up about ROI.
So now I guess the audience will be pretty much convinced on the stats that Steph has provided on why people should use chatbots, and especially WhatsApp chatbots, to get your business to the next level.
Yep, I think that is pretty much what it is. She's pretty convincing. You had me sold, Steph. I must tell you that.
Thank you so much. I'm loving, in the chat, someone said ROI is life. And I feel like I need that, like on a sticker on my laptop or a bumper sticker on my car.
All right.
Thank you so much, Steph.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so Rahul, let's play a game.
Okay.
Suppose you are, a business owner, and you would want to build a chatbot for your business. Yeah, that's right. So
All right.
you can tell me what exactly you would expect as a flow to be built, and I will build it simultaneously. How does that sound?
Makes perfect sense. I'm going to give you a tough time, Drishti. All right. So, first of all, Drishti, the last thing I want my chatbot to be is a nosy Terminator robot, right? I would like it to have, a little bit of personality. It has to be a little conversational, a little friendly like me, right? So let's just start with the ability of the chatbot to welcome its user in a conversational way when they first interact with it. Is that possible?
Definitely, definitely. So before I start with building the bots, I would like to give a quick intro about what Ngati is. So Ngati is actually a conversational flow modeler. So suppose that you are the business owner, right? And you would want to make functions and flows around those. So the flows that you will be building there will be analogous to what we call as paths in Ngati. And the path will consist of these logical blocks or steps that you add in your flow chart. So that would be the nodes, what we call in Engati. So that is how you can go about building the whole flow. Might seem a little blurry on what I'm talking about, but if you see and well, simultaneously when I'll be building the bot, it will be a much clearer picture.
All right, let's go ahead with that. So those of you guys who do not have an account on Engati, it's pretty simple. Just log on to www.engati.com, get yourself registered. You can use any of your social emails, Google, Facebook, and get through. And it's super simple, happens in 2 minutes.
Exactly. So now when you log into the portal, this is something that you would see, that the number of bots that you can build and also the cards which will represent each bot.
Mm-hmm.
Now coming down to the build section that we have. So as you can see, there is something called a smart response, which can be FAQs that you would want to add in the bot apart from the flows that you are building, and then the paths or the flows that you are talking about.
Okay.
So as you can see in the bot, whenever you build one, there will be always some canned paths available, which can be, pretty much used around the use cases that you will be having, general use cases. And then you can create another flows and
Right.
build the whole chatbot accordingly.
Okay.
So as you can see, here is the welcome new user path. So here is the welcome message that we have. So let's make it more Rahul style, saying, hello and welcome to the store.
Yeah, I can't do that.
You will, I think you will. And now let's create a path or the function where I want to, show the store around. So I'll just create that path and I will connect the welcome path to that path, which I have just created, which would be the store.
So these small parts interconnected will eventually give the big picture of the chatbot that we are building. Is that true?
That's true. That's absolutely.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right.
Okay, so I have added the greeting message. Now I think when somebody will come to the store, after you have greeted them, maybe you would ask for the name.
Of course, yeah.
So we can use the request user data node for that.
Uh-huh. The request user data, guys, is one of the most important nodes that we have on Engati. It helps you to collect different kind of data from the customers that are there on the chatbot. It can vary from their names to their email IDs, a different kind of data. This is very useful when it comes to something like, lead generation or something like that.
That's true. So, okay, Rahul, your initial requirements have been built. What next?
All right. So now that that's done, you know what? You know me, Drishti. I'm a huge sneakerhead, right? I'm a big fan of sneakers. So let's just assume I have my own sneaker store. Yeah. So in that case, I would like to kind of, show the different kind of sneakers that I have on my store. Let's say the different models of sneakers to the customers that are there. So how do we go about doing that?
Okay. So right here, as you see, you can send a message and also send message with options. So as you want to send options for the users to choose from,
Right.
we can do that by starting with the name of the user who is there. Please
Okay.
select one of the options below. And I think you would also want to store that which product or which sneaker they are going for, right?
That's right.
So what we can do is we can just click on the set attribute and I would just write product name. So whatever products or the options that they will be selecting, it will get stored here, which you can then retrieve to your CRM or maybe other sheets or something.
Right. Got it.
So let's provide them with options, which I think in your store would be Air Jordan 1.
Aha. All right. That's a classic.
Yeah. The next can be Adidas Easy.
Not bad. Not bad.
And this could be Nike Air Max 90.
Hey, you've got all the classic sneakers there. Three of my favorites. I'm pretty impressed with that, Krishti.
Yeah. And also, so here what you have added is the option text which will be visible to the user. And this will be the option value which you can store it in your backend. So if you want to name it something like option 1, option 2, that would be on you. But for now, as I want to know which product they are choosing, I will name it similar to the options that I am displaying. And
So what? So one's for the user's understanding, the other one is for the computer's understanding, is how you said. All right, makes sense. That's great. That was pretty simple. So here's another challenge. A lot of these people don't really know what these sneakers look like, right? I mean, they can't just walk in blind and choose something. So can I add images to show how these sneakers look like or something like that?
yeah, well, not a surprise and a really fair ask, I would say. So let's do one thing that we can add multimedia. So Engati provides multimedia options in the form of image, audio, and video, which like pretty much covers everything. So you can add images, audio, and video according to your products that you want to add.
Right.
So right now we'll start with adding images of the sneakers. Maybe you can also show them a video, a 3D look if you want them to have. So you can even upload an MP4 file in the bot.
That's right, guys. There are different options, with respect to images and multimedia. The chatbot helps you support various kinds of image options, also like PNG, JPG, and also very interactive GIFs that you can use for to spice it up for the customers that are there on the chatbot.
That's right. Okay, so now I've added images on the bot, which will tell your users what that sneaker looks like.
All right. Okay. That was. I must say I'm impressed as of yet. But Drishti, knowing me, I'll make a smart businessman. I have to say. But so for a smart businessman, it is very important to kind of store all the data, contact information of the customers, so that I can shoot tailored discounts or maybe tailored offers for them in the future via social media or something. So how do we do that?
Okay, so what we can do is if you would want to ask some other details about the user, and also if you would want them to complete the payment in the bot, even you can do that and store all that data collectively in your CRM or in the Google Sheets integration that we provide.
All right, you have my attention.
Okay, so this is the Google Sheets node with the various integrations that we provide. So as I was saying about CRM, so you can use the JSON API node and also Salesforce or Zapier if you have your CRMs on there. And you can connect easily with your CRMs. All you have to do is just pass the attributes, or if you want to fetch them as well, you can do that. And that would be a pretty easy integration to go about.
Okay.
So let's start with Google Sheets. Oh, 1 minute. Before we start with the sheets, at least we should be making one, right?
That's correct.
So first, let's create a Google Sheet.
So this is this sheet, right, where all the data of the customers will be saved, and that's where we can access this.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's say I would name it the sneaker store. Sneaker store. That's right.
I like the name. Simple and elegant.
It may be very less creative. So as you can see in the sheet 1 of my worksheet, I have added two headers, that is name and the product, which I currently want to save in this spreadsheet.
Makes
Now,
sense.
coming back to the portal, I will add the Google Sheets node.
Mm. So the chatbot authorizes the Google Sheet that we have created and then kind of
Yeah,
connects it with the chatbot.
some issues with my internet. Let me try again.
Hmm. But it's fantastic how technology has kind of like, and especially in times like these when businesses are not really running and, and it's a high competition market out there and you gotta have to, have that tap on your customer, get to know them better so that, more personalized, a more humanized approach can be done towards them. And customer service is huge, guys, this time. I mean, CX is one of the things that has to be so underrated and has to be taken care of. Okay, so I think the count is authorized, right?
Yes.
All right.
So now, as you have logged into your account, you can click on next. Now there are multiple options even with Google Sheets that you can do. First is the add row, which we will be currently doing for just storing information. Now
Okay.
suppose you want to search for a particular parameter and then retrieve. Like suppose there is an order status or order ID, which you know which is a fixed or a unique one, and then you want to see the order status for that. So you can search for the order ID and retrieve the order status from the sheets. And also what you can do is you can do the update row in a similar fashion, that you search for a unique key and then update any of the attributes that you would want. So all this is possible with the Google Sheets integration.
That's fantastic. So it gives you all in all control about your business and where it's going and easy analytics also with the Google Sheets, I think.
That's right. So I've selected the spreadsheet which we have created, the sneaker store.
Makes sense.
The worksheet, which is sheet 1. So I will just select that. Now, as you can see, the headers that we have added here, which is name and product, is visible on the platform itself. So with the set attribute that I have done, I can just type a curly brace and it will show me the attributes that are there. Some of them are predefined in the bot and some of them you can create as custom like we did. So we can see customer name and product name and save. And with just dragging the links, the image node to the sheets node, and yeah, we are all set.
Wow. So I have my own sneaker store and the chatbot ready already. The flow is ready.
Yeah, well, pretty much.
That's fantastic. Hold on, hold on. No, I think we are missing on something. Where is the part wherein we add all the complex Einstein programming and get my hairs all, everywhere, all over the room? How do we, where's that scary part? When's that coming?
You know, that's the best part about Ngati. Like, all you have to do is just create the conversational flow like we were doing, and Ngati
Okay.
will take care of the rest.
So you're saying no coding at all?
Not at all.
Wow. I mean, finally, I don't have to be a rocket scientist to build my own chatbot. This is super amazing.
That's true. So
Okay.
now we can head to the deploying, but before we deploy it on WhatsApp, there are some prerequisites um, that are there for WhatsApp chatbot. The first thing is that the business should be verified by Facebook. So this is something that the business owner will have to do, that they just have to submit some details that will be asked by Facebook. All you have to do is just add those details and will take around maybe a week or two to get your business verified on Facebook. The next thing is, or just meanwhile when your Facebook verification is going on, you can create a WhatsApp business account. And as you have, as and when the verification is done, we can take care of the rest. That is getting the WhatsApp business number approved, because WhatsApp allows only the approved people to deploy bots so that there is not much spamming going on. And then we can provide you with the WhatsApp approved business account and also the APIs which are required to integrate on the platform.
That's right, guys. Ngati will take care of it all. All you got to do is reach out at contact@ngati.com. One reach out and you will have all of your stuff ready right there. All right. So what do we see here?
Okay, so this is the deploy section which is there where you can see the multiple options where you can deploy your bot on.
That's right, guys. We at Ngati believe that a winning business is always present at each and every channel that their customers are present on. You got to be available for them everywhere, right? So that's the reason why we provide all these multiple deployment channels, so you don't really miss out on any customer on any platform.
That's right. So now let's begin with the most awaited part, deploying it on WhatsApp.
All right, I'm pumped.
So selecting the native provider that we have. Now there are 4 requirements which will be there for WhatsApp. That would be phone number, the WhatsApp approved business number, API key, SID, and client URL.
Whoa, Miss Engineer, slow down, slow down. Can you like explain one by one? Can you explain all of these one by one?
I will explain whenever I will add these fields. So I'll be explaining simultaneously on why these fields are required.
With the flow. Yeah, makes sense. All right.
Okay. So log into the Engati portal, the WhatsApp portal. Now, as you log in, you will be able to see this screen that I'm showing right here. So you go to channels, select WhatsApp Manager. Now you can go to configurations. So right here, you will be able to see the approved numbers which are there under your account. And what I'll do is I'll just copy this number and paste it on the portal. Please add the country code and do not add any other special characters like plus or spaces.
Okay.
So that is the first requirement. Now the bot, the WhatsApp portal should be knowing that which bot is being deployed. So we will just copy this URL webhook in this section, incoming URL, and we will just save these details. So 1 down, 3 to go.
All right.
Now, as Rahul just said, that this is all engineering or developer stuff. So you have to go to the developer section. So there will be the generate API key button, which you'll be able to see. So you can just click on that, which will generate the API similar to these. So here you can see the key column. So you can copy the key and paste it on the portal. Now the last 2 requirements, which are SID and client URL. So this is the SID, which is the security identifier. So the portal should be knowing that which user is trying to deploy. And then we need is the client URL. Here we will have to have the SID. Messages, and we're done.
Oh, hold on. So you're telling me that with these copy paste stuff, you have your WhatsApp chatbot deployed without any coding?
Without any coding, without any programming, just copying and pasting all this stuff from one place to another. That's it.
So it's just click, copy, paste, click, click. That's it.
That's it.
Hey, that's fun. I feel like I'm Tony Stark now. I've built my own conversational agent, Iron Man in this building. All right.
Okay, so before we head on to the demo of the WhatsApp bot, if there are any questions around the bot building or even the deployment or around how you can get the WhatsApp API, you can drop these questions in the Q&A section below and we'll be happy to answer.
That's right, guys. Q&A is open. Shoot in your questions. Anything regarding the procedure you just saw. How do you do it? How do you get the numbers ready? Stuff like that. We are here to answer all your questions live. And yep. Questions. All right. I think we have some questions popping in. Um, So there's a question by Saurav. Is the process fairly similar for Slack and Skype deployment? Yes, Saurav, it is. It is pretty similar. All you have to do is, follow those steps and choose the Slack or whatever channel you have from the list. We have another question by Joseph. Joseph asked, what is the DocuSense technology that you have advertised? Yes, DocuSense is our latest technology. That is something really new in the market, and it's something that you will not believe. And it's like an algorithm pass. It like help. It's an algorithm that pass documents, right? So let's imagine that you were in your college and you didn't have to worry about all these different books that you had. Where did I keep them? What data is in which book? So DocuSense does all that for you. All you got to do is sit back and relax. It will pass all your documents that you have in the workplace, and then it can answer any question that you shoot towards it, regarding any data that is there in any of your documents. So it does that, all of you for that. Anand Jain asks, how to register the number as business number and how to get the WhatsApp API. Drishti, would you like to help Anand over here?
Surely. So the WhatsApp business number, you can just download the WhatsApp business app, which is available on the App Store, and you can register the number which is not already in your primary WhatsApp, and you can get the WhatsApp business account. For getting it approved, all you have to do is you can send us an email and we will send out to you a form where you will just send us the details which are there. And after your Facebook verification process is complete, we will provide you the APIs.
That's right. It's pretty straightforward. We have another question coming up. We have, forgive me if I'm pronouncing name wrong, Arsenio Guzman. Arsenio asks, what's the best way to integrate human agent as second option with Ngati bot? Drishti?
Yes, so we also have the live agent capability where you can add FAQs if you want, or you can also create a menu in your web chatbot where you can give them an option of speaking to an agent, and or also in the send message with options where you can ask them that if they want to speak to an agent, they can just click on there, and there is a trigger live chat option which will directly connect you to a human agent on the Engati portal site.
That's right, Arsenio. Live chat is one of the most favorite features that we have on Ngati. It's pretty simple. A click of a button and you will be able to connect with the associate you have on your company. And, it's very helpful because a lot of these times, right, the customers have very specific problems and it really helps with that. I think Deepan also had the same question. I hope that answers your question. We have another one by Arsenio asking, can we do user authentication and OTP for existing developed systems? Is that possible, Drishti?
Yes, definitely. So if you want to authenticate them using the CRM that you have, then as Engati is a very secure platform, we do not store passwords on the portal and you can directly get a success message coming in from there. Or if you want to make a OTP based, authentication system, so with the script node, you can generate an OTP and then you can send them via email or via SMS, and then they can enter the same and authenticate or go ahead with the chat flow that you have created.
All right. I hope that answers your question. We have another one popping from Sundar. Sundar asks, do I have to register for a business account with Facebook for WhatsApp, or will you take care of for that? Will you take care of that for us? Drishti?
So as a business, you would have to do the verification on the Facebook side, and getting the business account approved and getting the APIs will be from our end.
That's right. The authentication as a business account has to be taken care of by the business owner himself, Sundar. So once you get that done, the rest of it is on us. So just reach out at contact@ngati.com. We have another one from Rajesh who asked, do you integrate with Salesforce? Yes, Rajesh, we do. We have a wide variety of integrations on chatbot. Salesforce is one of them. It makes your job really easy and very effective. Pankaj asks, do you also provide for bot building services? Pankaj, yes, we do. Drishti, would you like to elaborate on that?
Yes, so bot building, we have the experts for bot building, which can help you build the whole chatbot flow along with all the complex integrations that you would like, or even customizations on the platform. As Ngati does not depend on any third-party services, it is all proprietary from the bot platform to the NLP that we have. So the customizations and the bot building, Ngati experts can take care of.
That's right, guys. Pankaj, I hope that answers your questions. It's all homegrown, so we have experts sitting here to take care of all that is required for you. So you don't even have to take the pains. All you have to do is reach out at contact@ngati.com, and the rest will be taken care of for you. I think there's another one by Edward. Edward asks, "Is the chatbot compatible with fintech platforms?" Drishti.
So yeah, it will be compatible, like deploying on the portal or the website, that is pretty much easy. All you have to do is just copy the script. But with the fintech platform, as if there is a CRM available, so we provide support for REST-based JSON APIs. So you can do get, put, and push. That means fetching and retrieving data. Both can be achieved via JSON API integration.
So we have one more question with us. How long will it take to build a WhatsApp marketing lead generation chatbot? It's pretty easy. I think me and Drishti usually race around with the chatbot building speed. I think, from the making of chatbot from scratch, and if you have all your flows ready in your mind, and to development, it takes hardly like 7 minutes. Drishti, what do you think?
Also, with the bot marketplace that we have, I will top it up to Rahul's 7 minute span, that it would be very, very easy. I'm dropping the link in the chat section below. So you will be able to see the multiple options that we provide, 150 plus templates, which covers the lead generation, which is there. So yeah, 7 minutes, Rahul.
That's right. It's pretty simple. We have 150 plus pre-built templates for almost every use case you can imagine. Trust me, guys, there is a trip planner use case. I mean, yeah. So yeah, it almost covers almost everything. Pretty simple. Pick a template, get your chatbot on ready. We have another one from Edward. Edward asks, we are working with customer service desk to build a WhatsApp chatbot. Can you integrate with service desk? What do you need for opening a ticket and on integration from service desk? Drishti, would you like to help Edward out here?
Sure, definitely. So when it comes to having integration with such customer service platforms, so we can integrate that with the JSON API node, which is available. And we also provide native integration with Zendesk and Freshdesk on the Ngati portal. So you can have that integration and have your support services aligned along with Ngati.
That's right. We have a lot of questions coming in, procedure related to, guys. You don't have to worry. The entire procedure, the entire webinar will be available in the form of video on our YouTube channel. So go ahead and try and subscribe the YouTube channel. It's the Ngati Chatbot Platform, ENGATI Chatbot Platform. You'll have the whole webinar, the whole every procedure right there in the form of video. You can check it out at your own pace. So you don't have to worry about that. All right. Do we have any more questions? I think we can move towards showcasing how the chatbot works, right? So, guys, I know it's pretty simple, but how does the chatbot really look online, right? So that's very important. And how does it work? So I think Drishti will be able to show us the entire flow, how the chatbot looks on WhatsApp, and how's the user journey when it's interacting with the chatbot.
That's right. I just had a small conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it again. I'll just type hi. So it will tell me hello and welcome to the store. It will ask for my name. So I'll just type Drishti Shah. So it will personalize saying that Drishti Shah, please select one of the options below. Suppose I want to go ahead with Adidas. And Yeah, well, that's how the image will be shown. And as you can see, this data will be stored in Google Sheets as well. Like Drishti Shah has selected Adidas Easy. So
That's
that's
right.
how easy it is to integrate.
I see the puns that you play around, Drishti. So that's how it is, guys. It's pretty simple. You've seen the images we use. Just don't go with it. These are reference images. Obviously, you'll have your own product images for your own products. Pretty simple, very user friendly. Also, as you can see, it takes the name, making it very personalized for the customers. Also, uh, So I think we have time for us answering some more questions. There is a question coming from Stephen. Stephen asks, looking to know how to start a viable powered by Engati. How much investment, and is it possible to have a profit sharing business model for client-based bot project? Stephen, I'll answer that for you. Yes, sure. We do have partners across the globe. So to discuss this further, please drop in your mail ID in the chat section that you see below, and we'll reach out to you. So that is possible. Aishwarya asks, can I build bots in French or Spanish? Aishwarya, that is very much possible. We do support 50 plus languages and can build bots in any language you wish. So, that's not a problem with Ngati. We are multilingual. We have another question by Sushain. Sushain asks, does this chatbot have an existing WhatsApp number? And can we have access to the chat wherein we can step in and respond to the other personalized queries in between, other than the ones we have given the bot in the past? Drishti, would you like to help Sushain out here?
Sure, definitely. So along with the live chat, we also have a human takeover function, which I would like to show. So as you can see, here is the user section, which will be telling me that this is the number interacting. So here, what you can have is the human takeover, that if you can see that the bot is not able to answer the query, or if you want to step in and make it easy for the user, you can just do the live chat. You can type here, hi, how may I help you? And it will be visible in the chat section. So I can just tell, please quote the price. And that's how the conversation can continue. Coming with this bell notification, sound notification and bell icon notification. And that's how you can have a continuous conversation.
That's right, guys. All you have to do is provide the option for the customer to kind of, once he kind of puts in that he wants to talk, or he or she wants to talk to a live agent, you get directly notified onto the platform wherein the bell notification will be visible. You can just go there, attend your query, and that will be possible. We have another question by Saurabh. Saurabh asks, can we configure the chatbot to grab onto keywords and give an appropriate response? Drishi, would you like to help?
Yes, so along with the FAQs, what you can do is you can have the FAQs uploaded in the bot as a smart response, which I can show you right here on the portal. So there is something in the build section called a smart response, where you can add FAQs, multiple FAQs that you think that the users will be asking these queries. So you can add those in the bot, and something like this, that where somebody is asking for price or quote. So question variants around, and you can have an answer for that as a message. Or if you want to trigger a path, then you can go about doing that as well.
That's right. I hope that answers your question, Saurabh. It's pretty easy. We have another one by Stephen. Stephen asks, the AI NLP can be trained in Indonesian language. Yes, Stephen. Like we mentioned, we have 50 plus languages, and it's a completely multilingual WhatsApp chatbot there. And you can train it in pretty much any language you want, and, make your customers feel at home. So that's there. Any other questions, guys? Let's have more questions popping in. So if you have any questions regarding the procedure, also, like I mentioned before, the entire webinar will be available on YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe And there's a lot of amazing content on our YouTube channel also with respect to CX, and a lot of amazing stuff that is going on outside. So make sure you guys actually go ahead and subscribe to Ngati Chatbot platform. That's Engati, Ngati Chatbot platform. And I promise you, the content there is amazing. We have world leaders coming on and speaking about different topics and why automation and chatbots are really necessary in times like these. So
Also, if you'd like to listen to Steph today, you can catch her interview also on our YouTube channel, which would be like really amazing.
that's right. She has given a wonderful, wonderful interview on our channel. So you can go ahead and check that out. See why ROI is really important for you. I think we have another question, Drishti, by Tiona. Tiona asks, does Stripe checkout work via WhatsApp? Drishti?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Tiona asks us, does Stripe checkout work via WhatsApp? Is that possible?
I'm not sure if I get the question, but I think if you're talking about payment integration, then payment integration we have with Stripe. So all you have to do is just enter, as a user would just enter the card details and the payment would be completed and the user will be redirected back to the bot.
That's right. Payment via Stripe is possible, Tiona. If that was the question, it is very much possible and super easy. All right, so I think that's about it for the questions. The demo was right there. Drishti, if you could just share the WhatsApp screen again for the users to just check out.
Sure.
The installation, the whole procedure was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Again, if you guys are confused anywhere, the entire video will be available on Ngati Chatbot platform. Y'all can go and check that out. Subscribe, of course. We also have a lot of written content. We have blogs coming through. So, you know, all kind of tutorials are available. Thank you, Stephen. We were so glad you joined today. So as you can see, guys, this is the chatbot. WhatsApp chatbot completely works. 100% easy to use, very interactive also. And you can also spice it up according to you. You can add videos, you could add GIFs, you know, animations, and make it a little interactive for the customers out there. This was just like a basic flow that we built for you guys just right here. And as you can see, if we can build it on live for you guys, I mean, it's pretty incredible. The possibilities are never ending. So we can go ahead and do that. All right. So I think that was about it from our side. Again, like any assistance, any help building the chatbot or anything, if you want to discuss with us at Ngati, please reach out at contact@ngati.com and we'll be able to help you out with any of the doubts. Again, the video will be available. And thank you so much, guys, for joining us on a Saturday. It was wonderful to host you guys. And, you know, we had an amazing experience. I hope you guys had fun. And I hope this was not like the other boring webinars. We kind of put a little bit of spice on us. That's the Ngati style we do it. And yep, that's just about it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Signing off.